From Wood TV 8, this is a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Hillen.
And I'm Emily Leonard. We start News 8 at noon with breaking news out of Allendale, once again shaking up the Republican race for governor.
Ryan Kelley, one of the 5 Republican gubernatorial candidates, has been arrested by the FBI for his alleged involvement in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Political reporter Rick Albin joining us now. Rick, this has already been a wild Republican race, and now another shocking twist in this.
Yeah, so we go from 10 candidates in a rather dramatic move down to 5, when 5 were disqualified for not having the right signatures. And now this arrest of Ryan Kelley, one of the 5 remaining. What it does is it continues to destabilize this primary field as we move closer and closer. I think we're 54, 55 days away right now. And so what that means is that the candidates you see on your screen right now will all be represented on the ballot. And here's why. First of all, we have to keep in mind that Mr. Kelley has been arrested. He has not been convicted of anything, nothing that would disqualify him from being on the ballot. Even if something had, there's really no mechanism for him to be taken off the ballot. The ballots have already been sent to the printers. I talked to a couple of clerks. One of them sent them just yesterday. Oh, wow. Now, remember that the overseas ballots have to be ready, printed and ready to send out on the 18th of this month. So there is no time to waste. So it destabilizes the field a little, but it doesn't change things in a dramatic way, I don't think.
Okay, Rick, we want to keep you right here, but right now we want to go to News 8's David Horak, live at Kelley's home in Allendale, where this arrest happened this morning. David?
Good afternoon, Emily. Yeah, it happened earlier this morning at about 9:30, and when we showed up, there was nobody from law enforcement, federal, state, or local around, but we were given this video from a viewer who witnessed it this morning, and a different neighbor told us that there were a bunch of unmarked vehicles, but plenty of members who were marked with FBI all over their uniforms as they were going throughout the house. The neighbor went on to say that the Kelleys were walking around the home and they were being cooperative, but he did not see anything being taken out of the home as the FBI and any other law enforcement agency was going through the Kelleys' home. Now, here are the 4 charges that Kelley is being faced with: knowingly entering the U.S. Capitol or Capitol grounds, disorderly and disruptive conduct in that space, knowingly engaging in any physical violence against persons or property on U.S. Capitol grounds, and willfully injuring or attacking property of the United States. And we got a more detailed glimpse into how Kelley was allegedly connected to the insurrection, according to federal investigators. Court documents sent to us earlier today tell us that surveillance showed Kelley at the Capitol wearing a black coat, a backwards black baseball cap with a regular rectangular U.S. flag emblem above the bill, and aviator sunglasses. He did not make it inside the Capitol, according to court documents, but he was shown in a crowd pushing and shoving law enforcement, hence the physical violence against persons or property on U.S. Capitol grounds charge. We are still waiting to get more reaction from the GOP, as well as further details as to when Kelley will appear in court. But for now, all is silent here. No more active scene. We did see the Kelley family, presumably his wife and kids, exiting the home. We don't know where they're at, but we do know that 4 charges are being placed against a Republican gubernatorial candidate, as Rick said, shaking up the field come this election. Live in Allendale, David Horak, News 8.
Okay, Rick, bringing you back in here now. Have you heard from the Michigan GOP or anybody else involved in this race at this point?
I spoke with some folks at the GOP earlier today. As you know, it was just yesterday that we announced that we're having our debate here on July 6th. So in that vein, I was contacting them. They said they will have a statement later today if they haven't already. And I have to admit, I haven't been checking email. I've been on the road for the last hour or so trying to run down some other things. So, but they will at some point have a statement. But again, I go back to kind of what this means in terms of the reality. Yeah, it's shocking, and it certainly shakes up that race, right? But as a technical matter, as best I can tell, the ballots are printed or being printed. They'll be sent out in a couple of weeks. And as best I can tell, Mr. Kelley's name will remain on that ballot. Again, he has been arrested. He will be charged, but he is innocent until, you know, until the trial or whatever happens. So it doesn't really change that part of it, but it certainly changes the atmosphere around what's already been a crazy primary field for the Republicans running for governor.
Wow. Right. Rick Albin, thank you for your insight as always.
Yeah. Well, this arrest comes on the same day that the January 6th committee set to hold hearings tonight in prime time. You can watch that hearing live tonight at Wood TV 8 here at 8 o'clock. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll get you ready for what's expected during that hearing.